What's up? alexy1 here playing Wishmaster. Alexander Areshchenko. I know that name. I don't know how I know it, but I know it. Yeah, this guy's a GM, and we get the Spanish, the Ruy Lopez. And he plays well, this is known to be a bad move. Castling is the best. So this knight c3 is bad because of this bishop e4. And yeah, well, we can just take now. And if queen takes, we can go d6 or knight takes e4. Now we can go d6 as well. And as per usual, we're giving this pawn. Taking a queen c4 check. Would have won the pawn, but well, it's a sacrifice, of course. Yeah, we have to castle anyway, so giving a pawn isn't ideal, but it's not bad in any way. So keeping the pawn is probably better, though. I'm guessing he had to take, but whatever. So he's thinking about something, probably where this bishop should go. My guess is the best square is e3. I'm gonna go queen e8 and queen c6 soon. Rook b1, okay. I don't really see where he's going. We could try to play a5, put our bishop on a6. That's actually not a bad idea. Oh, we can always do that. I just want to activate my queen first, since my queen is well, pretty good on g6. I don't want to let him give his bishop for my knight. So let's go queen g6. We're somewhat threatening to take here, although not really yet. But it's the beginning of a threat, I guess. Yeah, so now we can either choose to go a5 and bishop a6, or just bishop e6, which I think is better actually. Because then we can try and play queen f7 in the future somewhere. Okay, that's the drawback of it. Well, it's not really fortunate how I should, it's not really easy to see how I should defend this pawn. I don't really want to go rook c8, as this rook is just super good here, but if I go rook f7, knight g5 is a problem maybe. Let's just do it. I'll give him my bishop. So if he takes, I'm gonna take with the queen. Okay, I should probably go c5 here, but if c5, queen d5 is definitely good. So I'm gonna go knight f6. If he goes c5, I'm gonna go d5. So there's somewhat of a threat of checking, which isn't actually a threat. Yeah, I'm gonna go c5. Anyways, these pawns are now a bit weak, which is annoying. Yeah. So he's gonna plump on d5, I guess. I'm gonna go king h7, just so b8 isn't a check. So if he takes, I'm gonna go rook f7, which is by no means good, but yeah, I had to try something. So we're somewhat threatening to take here now. So takes, queen check there. Yeah, that seems to work. And we're defending c7 in the meantime. So he can draw now, but well, maybe he will. I don't know. I'm trying to find a draw as well. Yeah, this should probably just be draw. How is this not a draw? Just check there. Check there.
Draw?
No, he's not gonna. Yeah, okay.
Draw?
Okay. So we drew him. Let's have a look. It was a pretty fun game. So the Spanish A6 is a move which I've played before when I was younger, but well, there's so much theory in that I chose to go F5 here. And D3 is the move all the grandmasters play. They don't want anything. They just want a small plus, which this is. So the most played move on at least club level is knight c3, which is, I guess, well, it's definitely a good move. But the problem is, well, I usually play d5 here, but white doesn't really want to play it because of this knight f6 here. This is very hard to crack with white. So therefore they all go d3. And here they castle. Wishmaster went for knight c3, which is, well, theoretically known to be bad. So here white has a choice of taking with the queen. Then we can take here, but I think queen e3. Oh yeah, then we have d5, yeah. I have seen this before. Oh, I don't know. This is known to be okay for white, but it's, oh man, how do I, yeah, okay. This is known to be okay, but nothing special. I could just castle here and then he can take on c6 and take on e5 or play b3. Anyways, b takes is, well, it's fine. d6 and now castle. He could have took a pawn here, but well, if he takes here, I was gonna go rook b8, and if queen c4, I was probably gonna go rook b6, getting my bishop to a6 and being more than okay. Yeah, so instead he castled, and I just well, stepped out of the check there. Yeah, and here it's interesting because there are a lot of ways I can continue here. I can even put my knight on c5. I can go a5 here, putting my bishop on a6, and I can go queen e8, which I think is, well, this is definitely thematical. But yeah, so bishop g5, and now I like this move. I want to go to f4, and if I go queen g6, he's probably gonna take on f6. Well, it might be a bit better, but nothing special really. And if knight h5, if this knight jumps to f4, well, at least this is a nice outlook for the knight. I have to make sure he can't really capture it, but yeah. Also, this bishop on g5 can become a weakness after queen g6. You want king h2. Seems like h6 is good. So if bishop e3, there could become some, there could be some problems on this f3 square regarding like a move like this or move like this. Yeah, this seems fine. It's well, it's not the end of the world though. I don't know, this should be fine for me. So h6, bishop e3. Okay, so then rook 6 f3, yeah, so there. And now just simply queen f7. Well, this h6 is very useful. I should have probably played it anyhow, because this bishop e6, bishop c4 idea is pretty strong. As well as just taking on a2 and getting knight f4 in. Yeah. So I went queen c6 and then bishop e6, but then this allows rook b7. I could have still went h6 here, probably. If knight h4, probably just queen f6. I wanted to go to f6, but the engine says f7. Yeah, there's the trick. So g4 there. Okay. So then I should probably move somewhere else. Maybe this, knight f5, and then something like knight f6 or something. Yeah, this is fine for me as well. So h6 is definitely still a move. This is just annoying because if I had h6 in, I would have just gone rook f7. But well, I went rook f7 now as well, but it's probably not the best. This seems way too passive. My rook is on the f file where it's amazing. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just the best. Well, yeah, I don't know. It feels like it should be okay. Rook f4 though, still move. If he takes, we can take, and this knight is hanging. This queen is hanging as well as mating here, but still, the knight h4. Okay. I was only messing about. Anyhow, I went rook f7. And I figured this trade-off would be okay, but his rook is way too active now. And here white is definitely not worse anymore. The c4 move is pretty annoying as well, because he's gonna go c5 in the future somewhere. Now I'll have to choose. I don't really want to take, because my pawns will all three be pretty weak. But if I don't take, he's gonna take, and then these two will be weak. And if I play d5, it's a question of if they stay reasonably well safe, I guess. I went knight f6 here, as the point was if he goes c5, I was gonna go d5. But yeah, it allows white to play the bishop g5 idea. So this all transpires to if I played h6 first, after bishop g5 or something. Oh no, after king h2 here. This g5 square is a bit, well, a pain in the ass actually. Just the knight g5 and the bishop g5 next. They're pretty annoying. So this ending should be somewhat worse for me, but maybe not as much. My pawns are a bit weaker. This pawn is for sure weaker than his a2 pawn, and I can't really abuse the weakness of the c4 pawn. He is a bit more active, so yeah, white is definitely better here. Nonetheless, maybe it should still be a draw. So now I just gave him a pawn, which is probably just insane. And here I thought he should just go rook a7, because then there are no threats. But he probably missed his queen e1 check at the end. So this move fails to this rook f3. So if he goes rook a7, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do. Probably something like this, but if he takes now, we can play rook g6 and take on h3. Or even play rook a8 or something. Instead, the engine wants to go queen e2, and yeah, what next? He's just got a pass pawn here. So probably this rook f8 is just bad. But if I stay passive, it's probably losing as well. I could turn it around though. First playing queen g5. Now we can still play rook f8 next. Just gains the tempo, I guess. But yeah, okay, so takes rook f7, rook f1, queen g3. And this is a mistake. Because it's taking there. Takes, check. And now it's a draw. White can't really do anything. He has to try and get his queen there, but which he tried to do. Check. He played this move, yeah. And then we went queen d2. So we're just checking him there, and it should definitely be a draw. So he repeated moves and then took and check. If g3, we have the checks there. So that's not an option. Queen c1. And if he goes to f2, we can take here. Also, we can just take a draw as well with this move here. If king g3, queen f4. If king f1, queen d1, king g1, queen c1. So queen f3, but then we can check there and take here. And my guess is it should still be a draw, yeah. So check there, yeah, because we can just go to a1, d4, e4 and f4 and c1. Those are the squares we're gonna go to. Yeah, the king can't really escape. Yeah, so this is the draw. Pretty interesting game. Some ups and downs. I should have played this a6, h6 somewhere. Where was it? Here. The h6 move is well, it's definitely a good move, because this g5 square broke me up. So around here and also around there. But yeah, pretty solid game, I guess. I hope you guys learned anything, enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.